Detecting toggle the date of 31st day of March 426. Now we're going to be putting this M15 coil on this machine, but I want to show this M11 coil, you know, because that's what this machine is sold with. So odds wise, some of your dry sand, you know, on the beaches, non-salt water, fresh water. Okay, gold is probably what you're really after, correct? Gold rings. You'll take gold anything. Alright. Now that gold ring right there is above that nail plane, okay? Maybe you can get an idea there. Alright. All-terrain low conductors. Now this is the M11 coil. You see it. No stabilizer. Speed 5. Upper pressure limit's number 8. Alright? Let me noise cancel this machine. She's locked up. Okay. You hear that? You hear that, what you're hearing? We'll mash the horseshoe button. How many people would stop on that? Remember, you're one sweep, you're walking and you're sweeping. You hear that? That's upper ferrous limits number 8. Upper ferrous limits number 7. Now remember, that's pretty shallow there beneath that coal. That gold ring could be fairly shallow. You hear that? There's a lot of Manticore users would probably blow right by that baby, okay? All-terrain low conductors on solo setting rings 3 inches deep. This thing is like a duck on a June bug. Alright, so I'm going to turn this camera off and we're going to put that M15 coil on this thing. We're not going to touch that right there. Alright, we've got this coil on this machine, the M15. I don't show it very often. There may be some people that use it. It does have some advantage, you know. Bigger areas, maybe. It is heavier. I turned the sensitivity down to 20 is all I've done. We got the same exact settings on this machine, but we will look at all-terrain high conductor. Alright. Now what I'm going to show with this machine here, I didn't show with the M11 coil part of it. So there could be a Manticore user out there in your area running an M11 coil, and he hasn't seen the sharpshooter's video, but you have. Or they haven't figured this out on their own or from a friend, but you have. Alright. All-terrain low conductor, sensitivity 20, speed 5. Upper ferrous limits number 7. You hear that? That gold ring and nail haven't moved. That's pretty shoddy sounding, ain't it? Would you stop on that? Would you even rotate on that? You're one sweep. Remember, you get one shot at the apple. Maybe you sweep back and forth twice before you proceed. That's what you get to hear. Here's a nickel right here. Get over here. Here's a nickel. Let me check the turn this to simple. So here's the nickel. You get to hear that. Now we're back over here. Over that gold ring and that nail. You hear that? That's not too fast of a sweep. What do you hear? Now remember, I know where the gold ring is in respect to the nail. Probably wouldn't even slow down on that shit, would you? Alright. Now I've showed videos with the M9 and I've showed videos with the M11 coil. I've not showed a video, I don't think, with the M15 coil. We're going over here to my custom 2. See that number 74? See that red line right there? And I've opened up that upper ferrous limits from there to the end. You wouldn't necessarily have to open it all the way up to the end. You would want to leave about 5 points of ID, though, out there open. All right? Now what happens? You hear that. See what you've got in that meter. So, that would be a suspicious target for a educated, we'll call it, or more experienced Manticore user. Now notice, it's not reporting quite dead center under the coil. So if you dug, based on what you're hearing right there, you would miss that gold ring, or it would be in the side of the hole. I'll rotate on it with the same custom 2 in it. Listen. You see that nice clear dot, and you see that ID. That's from the same coil height I was just sweeping from a different angle. What about if we 45 degrees this thing? You hear that? This machine is actually reporting that gold ring both ways. It's reporting it like this, and it's reporting it like this. All right, that's why it's making that sound. Hear that? Hear that? So, you could take this to a bigger field, and if you didn't, if you were running a straight setup like that, or even an upper ferrous limits of 9. How you like the sound of that? Now, upper ferrous limits 9, if we turn, we've got it. Big fields, one target, one gold ring could be sitting in the field somewhere, and it's been swept over 40 times by metal detectors, but they never came over from the right angle. Setting this machine up like this, you've got 360 degrees to alert you on that baby. How do you like them odds? Especially when you're out there hunting behind fellow Manticore users who don't know any better. Or DS too. Okay? Now that gold ring is not very big. That nail is not real small. Okay, so I'm still in all-terrain low conductors. We'll sweep a little more here in custom 2. So you get to hear that. Now my soft key set up for a favorite, so it goes straight into all-terrain high conductor. If I sweep this in the wild after I locate it, noting where it's reporting in the screen, now there is a chance, I can't say this will happen all the time. You see that dot right there? You see that? Now that's the M15 coil. You clearly see that dot, and you've got an iron, something up there. You see that? We'll remove the gold ring. Now the nail is there. We'll sweep. Similar to how we swept before, we're still at all-terrain high conductor. There's no trace there anymore. There is that iron trace, though. That is going to conclude the detecting talk of the day, the grand old M15 call.